Good afternoon. Good in the studio. خيرينا مطلوب شو. In order to free the country from the communication isolation and turn it into a transit state, the government of the Republic of Tajikistan from the first years of independence, despite the difficult economic and financial situation, attract all the resources and opportunities. Our colleagues prepared a report for the information program Navid.
In order to free the country from communication isolation and turn into a transit country, the government of the country from the first years of independence, despite the difficult economic and financial situation, directed all resources and opportunities to the implementation of this goal. And during the period of independence of the country, 58 projects of state investors in the direction of construction and reconstruction of transport roads and railways, construction of their infrastructure and strengthening of the technical capacity of the industry, in the amount of 26.6 billion somoni have been carried out, and now the work in this direction is progressing. It should be said that 17 state investment projects worth more than 13 billion somoni are currently being implemented in the field of transportation in the country, and the reconstruction of roads up to the entrance of Rushon district and from Rushon to Varshez village of Shogunon district, 235 km, from Varshez village to Kulma crossing, Karasu, 300 km is one of these projects. Currently in Badakhshan Mountainous Autonomous Region, reconstruction and construction of the Kalai Hondavanch Transport Road of the border of Rushon district is 93 km, with the construction of 2 tunnels with a length of 5.2 km for the amount of 2.2 billion somoni, construction of 2 bridges with a length of 283 meters over the Hund and Shordara rivers, 4.5 km of anti-avalanche roads and corridors are being built in Barsem village with the amount of 342 million somoni. The large transport bridge, which is currently under construction in the Central Badakhshan Mountain Autonomous Region, the Khorug city has a length of 200 meters. The customer of this construction is the Minister of Transport of the Republic of Tajikistan. It should be said that the beginning of the construction of this bridge is in June 2023, and the period of its implementation is 900 days. In addition to the construction of a large transport bridge, more than 1 kilometer of roads connected to this bridge are being built here on both sides. The transport bridge will be built taking into account a large cargo transport, which will facilitate the regulation of traffic law in the city of Khorug. It is worth saying that the government of the country has decided to design a number of priority projects for the construction and reconstruction of transport roads of international and national importance, for the formation of economic corridors in the near future, and to propose them for attracting capital. In this year's message of the founder of peace and national unity, the leader of the nation, the President of the Republic of Tajikistan, Honorable Imam Ali Rahman, in the analysis of the prospects for the development of the road construction industry, it was emphasized that with the implementation of all the projects in this direction in the coming days, the roads of Tajikistan will become the transit and economic corridor of China, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, China, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Iran, Turkey, Europe, as well as Tajikistan, China, Pakistan will be used.
In the State Educational Institution Medical College of Kulub City, the institutional competition The Best Nurse was held. In this competition, female students show their skills in the preparation of national dishes, decoration of festive dishes, and presentation of national clothes. More details in the next article of our program.
Within the framework of the implementation of the national strategy for the activation of the role of women in the Republic of Tajikistan for the years 2021-2030, in the State Educational Institution of the Medical College of the Kulub City, named after Rahmanzoda Rahmatullah Aziz, the competition Kadbonui Behtarin, the best housewife, was held among female students of the faculties. The conditions of the competition consisted of the display of national clothing, preparation of national dishes, preparation of salads, singing, brides, decoration according to regional characteristics, chakanduzi, embroidery on fabric, and display of the chakans products of the participants, decoration of the festive table and its presentation. Each group presented the terms of the competition to the jury based on their skills and tastes, and the members of the jury saw the festive menu, the art of the flower girls, the display of national costumes, and other terms of the competition. This competition had its purpose. The state educational institution of the Kulob Medical College, named after Rahmanzada Rahmatullah Aziz, has decided to hold the event of Kadbonui Behtarin, the best housewife competition. The best national traditions of our ancestors are in the preparation of national dishes, delicious soups, local dishes, enhancing the taste of cooking and tableware. The purpose of the competition is to prepare young women for an independent life. We prepare them for the family, that is the way to life. Officials of the event stated that such events are mostly held on the eve of the International Nowruz holiday, and female students actively participate in them. Most of the national dishes, which have been forgotten in recent years, are prepared by flower girls with high skill, and of course this contributes to the revival of folk crafts and the training of other girls in the direction of preparing national dishes. The participants were also very active in the section of the national clothing show and presented the national roles in Chakan, Atlas, and Adras to the jury, which helps to prevent the culture of alienation among young women. At the end of the competition, the best ones were given gifts and awards of the institution.
The artist has always been respected by the people, and the result of this annual skits is the means of making a living. As a result of the measures taken by the government of the country, various types of crafts, especially crafts of enchanters, have been developing. Our colleagues has prepared a report on the great art of an artist, Muyansar Kholboboeva from Shahrinab district.
Since ancient times, Tajik women could not imagine their life without professions. Its use among the people is one of the means of ensuring daily expenses, and there is still a demand for handicraft products. Even today, folk arts and crafts have not lost their position and are developing day by day. The development of folk crafts in the country is the primary support of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan. In Shahrinab district, housewives and girls are also engaged in needlework, embroidery, dressmaking, carpet weaving, and other handicrafts. They sell their handiwork on the market and in this way improve their economic situation. Muyansar Kholboboeva is one of the artisan women whose products have their own buyers. This craftswoman is engaged in needlework, embroidery, dressmaking, carpet weaving, and other crafts at home and teaches her art to her students. I have been doing this profession since I was young and worked for 32 years in the hospital of Shahrinab district. Then I retired. I had the labor force and I was very tired of unemployment at home, and the public employment was opened in the course of carpet weaving and embroidery. For the first time in 2012, I went there and learned all the subtleties of this art, and they gave me a diploma. Basically, I learned this art of carpet weaving from my mother and grandmother. As part of the implementation of the constructive actions of the President of the Republic of Tajikistan, Honorable Emomali Rahman, on the revival and development of people's crafts, hundreds of craft schools were established in the cities and districts of Tajikistan and started to operate. Muyansar Kholboboeva, in collaboration with the Labor and Employment Agency, organized girls groups in Shahrinab district and taught folk crafts to students. I have been in collaboration with the successful artists in all district events and beyond. Of course, Kholboboeva has all folk crafts and has taught and raised many students. Despite all this, she actively participates in all district events and beyond, and I have great respect for this artist because I'm also one of Kholboboeva's students, and she taught me all the subtleties of this art. It should be said that, despite the progress of modern science and technology, the artisans of Shahrinab district were able to preserve the originality of Tajik art and pass it on to the next generation.
Subordinate structures and representative offices of the central executive bodies of the state power in regions, cities and districts of the country during the press conference concluded their activities during 2023 in the presence of reporters. Report from Khujan City.
A press conference was held with representatives of mass media in connection with the activities of the executive board in Seoul region and its substructural units in 2023. During the press conference by the officials of the Enforcement Department, it was noted that in 2023, only 13,644 enforcement documents came under the control of the enforcement officers in the Seoul region, which is 1,157 less than in 2022. Although implementation documents have rarely been submitted to the control of the executors, their implementation has been carried out more than in the same period of 2022. Among them, the percentage of execution in terms of number is equal to 86%. The percentage of the execution in terms of money is equal to 9.6%. During the accounting period of the funds collected for the benefit of the state, taking into account the balance from the previous year, only 7,940 items worth 64,484,011 sowoni were started, of which 60,183,729 sowoni, or 25%, were collected from the state budget. It was also mentioned regarding the amount of alimony that appropriate measures are regularly taken to protect the rights and interests of minor children. During the reporting period, a decision was made by this authority to announce the search for debtors in relation to 111 alimony payers, and it was sent to the relevant authorities for execution. With the implementation of Article 47 of the Law on Property, 488 debtors were arrested at the borders of the Republic of Tajikistan, and 5.2 million sowoni and 3,171 United States dollars were transferred to the state budget with court documents and documents of other authorities. The press conference ended with answers to numerous questions from media representatives. Also, a press conference was held with the educators of Seoul region in the newly built school number 28 of Hujan City in the presence of media workers. The head of the Department of Education of the Seoul region, while giving information about the achievements of the education sector in 2023, stated that one of the most important achievements of the sector is first of all the victory in national level competitions and international level Olympiads. This is the participation of 2 people and their second place in the national contest, Kindergartner of the Year and Teacher of the Year, 6 people's first place in the Furuk Subidoniki Tobas contest, 4 people's first place in the Science as a Source of Knowledge contest, and taking the second place of 1 person in the competition Tojikon, the Mirror of the History of the Nation. Regarding the construction and modernization of press school and general secondary education institution, it was emphasized that 49 educational facilities will be put into use in 2023. Currently, 25 damaged educational institutions have been restored and 8 damaged educational buildings are being renovated. The press conference ended with questions and answers from educators and journalists.
The film festival in Berlin, the capital of Germany, brought together film directors and artists. Berlin Film Festival started its work for the 74th time. In one of Italy's largest prisons, inmates are created musical instruments as part of a project. See more details of some news from abroad on the next page of our program.
The 71st Berlin International Film Festival was opened in the capital of Germany. It will last until February 25. The current forum, like previous forums, will be held at Berlinale Palace in Potsdamer Platz, Berlin. The overall program of the competition this time includes only 200 films, while in the previous festival there were 287 films. This reduction was made in order to save money. However, the number of films participating in the main competition will not change. The jury of the festival is headed by actress, director and producer Lupita Nyong'o. The main program of the competition includes 20 films. In one of Italy's largest prisons, prisoners create musical instruments as part of the Metamorphosis project. The first concert using these musical instruments was held at the La Scala Opera House. These dilapidated boats, which carried migrants to Italy, have been turned into musical instruments. In a prison on the southern outskirts of Milan, inmates have used wooden planks to make violins, violas, and phallus as part of their revival. It takes about 400 hours to make each product. Project Metamorphosis has been called a story of despair. For the first time at La Scala, a marine orchestra performed Vivaldi and Bach using instruments created by prisoners. The sounds reminded the audience of the tragedy of thousands of people who dreamed of a better life.
Dear watchers, so this was all the news by this day. I'm grateful for your attention. Stay with us and have a good day.